Good evening, this is Patricia Lengua. This is today's February the 20th, 2024, and this assignment is called Artificial Intelligence, AI. And this is for the University of Maryland Global Campus, ISAS650, Information Technology, the CIO, and Organizational Transformation. Topics of this presentation is leadership in the age of AI, impact on the executive function, leadership decision-making, ethics, video review, and topics of interest. Understanding the mind, leaders now have advanced technologies that they can use to their advantage. However, they must be equipped with the appropriate set of skills to understand AI's full potential. Part of this understanding includes being aware of the benefits along with the drawbacks AI can bring to the organization. Some of those benefits are increased efficiency. If AI systems are programmed correctly, they can save organizations time and resources. Outcome generated by AI is based on predictive analysis involving no errors, which leads to accurate and efficient results. Enhanced customer service. Customers now can access services 24/7. AI systems are always accessible and productive when needed. Different from humans, AI can also work longer hours and handle repetitive and monotonous tasks. Perform risky and laborious tasks efficiently. AI applications can be utilized or deployed where it was too risky for humans to intervene, for instance, in the event of natural disasters. It smoothly handles big data. AI can process extra large amounts of data and make conclusions out of it in very less time than humans. On the other hand, there are implications or concerns that can negatively impact leaders' decisions. Lack of transparency. Humans may not understand entirely how and why AI comes down to a particular conclusion. Unfortunately, the machine learning algorithms used are not available for everyone to see or assure the data sets are not faulty nor contain any errors. Bias and discrimination. AI decision-making is biased. Is based on the data it was trained on. Therefore, if the data is biased, most likely the outcome will follow the same pattern. It has been seen in previous years how an algorithm has discriminated women since the training data sets used were more than 77% male and more than 83% white. Job displacement. The automation of routine tasks and processes can lead to job change or the elimination of some of them. Many humans will be replaced by machines in the future. It is estimated that from 3 to 14% of the global force will need to shift jobs and learn new skills by the year 2030. Source in the Mind states that there are two main concepts that leaders should keep in mind when utilizing AI in their decision-making and problem-solving to minimize ethical and societal implications: human oversight and leadership integrity. Human oversight. It is imperative the constant participation of humans in the AI decision-making process. Leaders should implement guidelines and regulations to improve AI transparency, which will eventually lead to a more responsible and ethical way to use AI. Leadership integrity. Leaders should use AI to obtain insights and help them make thoughtful decisions. Leader, as a human factor, should always be the center of the decision-making and not transfer that role to AI. Therefore, leaders should always try to keep a balance between both AI and the human factor by utilizing the capabilities or strength of each of them. Moreover, Paul Hudson explains in his interview what the role of the leader should be in the era of AI. Leaders must understand that there is no perfection and should utilize all tools available in their hands to well position their organizations in the market. Leading is in a perma-crisis, and it will take leaders to have different sets of skills such as resiliency, agility, open mind to go through rough times. He calls years of sprints. Also, leaders should get insights from AI to help them make better decisions, but ultimately, they should trust their people and owe judgment to make the final decision. Impact of AI on the executive function. We should know what the executive function is and what this is responsible for. The main components of the executive function are working memory, attentional control, inhibitory control, cognitive flexibility, planning, and decision-making skills, which allow individuals to analyze information, plan, prioritize, and make informed decisions. Amy Silk states AI is changing the executive functioning landscape. Now, AI software and applications are making our daily tasks much easier, either at work or at home. AI helps us with planning our activities to keep track of our goals and meet deadlines. Also, it summarizes large amounts of information into small pieces, making it easier to understand. Even when it comes to our social relationships, this technology assists us remembering special events and helping us manage our time better to get most out of it. Is a powerful tool that organizations can utilize to improve their decision-making process. If used effectively, leaders can make informed decisions and even lead an organization to gain a competitive advantage over competitors. Unfortunately, AI can also negatively impact the human's executive function by becoming over-reliant and dependent on AI. These are some of the executive functions that can be affected due to over-reliance and dependency on AI and can reduce someone's critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Attention control, people fail to monitor their own cognitive processes and decision-making. Memory, people is prone to store, retrieve information on AI instead of their own memory. Problem-solving, people rely on AI to obtain answers, limiting the opportunities for people to engage in problem-solving and answer the questions themselves. Creativity, people is less likely to generate new ideas while using AI. Daniel delved deep into the negative impacts that AI can have over the executive function. He explains that now AI results are implicitly accurate, leading to people to develop a blind trust in machine judgment. People can no longer remember phone numbers or solve math calculations without a calculator. Information or results are very close to us, just a click away, that people has no need to explore or conduct research, which limit our cognitive development. Moreover, he adds that all this abundance of information conveniently available is turning people less motivated to acquire new skills, leading to cognitive stagnation. Previously, AI has the potential to impact people and leaders positively and negatively, especially when it comes to the executive function in leadership. Unfortunately, responsible use states that AI is also being used by criminals in different ways and fields. Authors like Cyrus Parsa, Kathy O'Neill, Renee Gosling, and Ben Goldstone have conducted different researches and identified negative impacts of AI, including theft of personal data, cyber attacks, autonomous weapons, and privacy violations. AI can help criminals to go undetected by making their activities more sophisticated, efficient, and scalable. AI empowers cybercrime since now limited human involvement is needed to launch cyber attacks, such as scamming, phishing, and extortions, which allow criminals to reduce their operational costs. In addition, criminals are utilizing big data analysis to process large amounts of information, including leaked data. This helps us identify and exploit vulnerability on high-level targets. Fortunately, law enforcement can use the same technology to counteract criminal activities by developing innovative tools, tactics, and strategies. Some of those tools are used to analyze multiple data points, including malware characteristics and historical attacks patterns, to narrow down the origin of an attack. Enhances productivity, accuracy, and efficiency. However, as we have seen, it comes with its own complexities and challenges, including ethical considerations. In terms of ethical principles, those can be categorized in three categories: fairness, accountability, and transparency. Fairness, biased data can lead to biased outcome. If prejudiced assumptions were part of the data collection, algorithm design, or training, the outcome will have errors. For instance, if AI is trained on a particular number of ethnic groups or socioeconomic backgrounds, it may not consider candidates that will not fall into those profiles. In order to promote fairness and mitigate bias in AI systems, the data sets used to train AI should be inclusive, fair, and equitable. Accountability. It is imperative to clearly determine who is responsible for the outcomes generated by AI. In order to responsibly manage and deploy AI systems, the following key concepts must be taken into consideration. Governance, where processes and instructions can help manage risk, identify ethical values, and ensure compliance. Data. Data is what powers AI systems, but this can also make them vulnerable. Therefore, data used to train AI systems must be documented, especially at two different stages: when data is used to build a model and when the AI system is in operation. Performance. It is important to set performance goals and metrics. AI systems must go through performance assessments to ensure if they meet the intended goals. Monitoring. AI systems must be monitored constantly by humans to ensure they're producing the expected outcome. Period assessment will also help to determine if the AI system is still needed or it should be upgraded or retired. Transparency. This relates to the ability to examine an AI model and understand how this came to a particular conclusion. Transparency is very important to build trust, ensure fairness, comply with regulations, and increase acceptance of the system. There are two main requirements for a system to be transparent. Those are explainability and interpretability. Explainability entails providing a clear and easy to understand explanation of the AI's outcome. On the other hand, interpretability is important for people to understand how the AI system behaves and operates, especially its internal processes such as the relationship between input and output. Videos in reference to how humans are more and more outsourcing their brains to algorithm or machine without questioning if the outcome is correct or not. She explains that our brains are so limited to processing an amount of information that we believe that turning to new technologies such as AI will improve our choices. However, she warns us that we should not blindly assume those technologies improve our decision making nor reduces our irrational thinking. On her video named The Outsourced Mind, System 3, she dips into the different thinking systems human brains rely on in order to respond to a particular situation. System 1, thinking fast, System 2, thinking slow, and now there might be a third system where minds co-create with technology. Some people do appreciate the integration of human mind with AI, which is called algorithm appreciation. However, others are reluctant to use them and prefer human input, which is called algorithm aversion. Unfortunately, the limited information humans can process and the data used to train AI systems will prompt a biased outcome. Therefore, she questions what can be done to develop a better AI system. She advised that 1. Nudge for good, attract good attention. 2. Turn ladders into shoes, make processes or journeys easier to navigate. 3. Experiment at touch points, embrace data to support strategy. 4. Learn where algorithm and human integration can lead to algorithm aversion and understand its implications. And finally, create value not only by extracting it from customers, but also giving value in return. As we have read before, AI has the potential to assist us in our personal and professional lives. Personally, I'm particularly interested in the utilization of AI in archaeology and reconstruction, especially of sites that once stood out in the facial reconstruction of historical individuals who lived years ago. In Iris Kramer's presentation, she utilized AI systems to locate archaeological sites that were hidden to the human eye. The complexity of the rules used in the system enabled it to find new archaeological sites in Mexico. Once the system results came back, it showed that AI identified more than 200 false positive errors. However, after undergoing on-site surveys, it was ensured that 129 of those flagged locations were in fact platforms or buildings buried under the rainforest. I am very passionate about history, and it fascinates me the use of AI to reconstruct archaeological sites, including buildings, artifacts, and even faces of individuals who lived hundreds or thousands of years ago. However, we have to be mindful that the images generated by AI system is based on trained data, and as we have learned, it can be biased. The images may not be 100% accurate, but this will give us an idea how things were before, and as technology moves forward, we will be able to see new archaeological sites being discovered and more accurate presentation of historical individuals to be generated in the future.